Okay, so one of the things that I've noticed as a player and coach myself is that players these days don't seem to be moving very well off ball. They're not trying to get themselves open, they tend to pass and stay in the same spot, and many other things. So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a drill that I like to run if I've got a group of maybe 2 or 3 players, and that we can actually run with pretty much anybody at any age. So with players, with all my players, whether they're the U11 team that I coach, the U14 team, junior, senior, high school, whatever, I like to play in small 3-on-3 games, one-on-one, and just to kind of push those players a little bit harder so that they can get better. And when I'm playing in those games, they tend not to be cutting to the basket, cutting back door. If a player is paying attention, their defender is paying attention to me, they're not cutting baseline. They just tend to stand there and wait for you to do something. And I see this in game too. I've seen it a lot of times where players say, oh, we're not passing as a team. And then I just look at them and say, but you've been standing in the same spot all possession, every possession in that corner, and you ain't moving. So in this drill, what we're going to be basically doing is getting the players to not just run through specific cuts. You could do this exact drill and say, I want you to do a V cut only, an L cut, a high cut, whatever. Or you can just give it to them and say, it's freelance. You get yourself open with a defender, and I'll get you the ball. Now, you can have this one-on-one. You can have this where you've got one offensive player and 2 defensive players. You can run this a few different ways, but today, we have David, we have Ilya, that's 2 players. They're going to go one-on-one, so let's check it out. Okay, so here's the drill itself, and there's a few different variations that you can do, but here we have Ilya and David. Yes, this is younger David. I recorded this video a long time ago, but I haven't posted it just yet. So basically, they start off on the sideline. They pass me the ball. They go touch the chair, both offense and defense, and then they need the offensive player who passed me the ball needs to get open somehow, and then I pass the ball back to him, and he has to try and score. Now, you can do this multiple different ways. You can say you can only take 2 dribbles because that's generally what you would be looking at doing in game, or you can just let them freestyle, work on their handles, and whatever it may be. Now, right now, we want to try and work on, of course, getting open. That is the main idea of these drills. And what we can see here is after they touch that chair, they can get open quite easily. They can use different fakes. You don't have to use a chair. You can use a pop-up defender or a pylon or whatever, but different fakes to get open, different cuts. You don't always want them to do the exact same thing. You want them to be able to get themselves open, but also on the flip side, the defense, you want the defense to be able to work as well so that now that defender can learn how to stick with his man. Now here there was a mistake, and Ilya was able to capitalize on that mistake. The defender turned his back to him, and he was able to get himself open. Here David's able to use a quick pivot to be able to get himself open, and then he's able to do a quick spin move, keeps that ball away from the defender, and he's able to finish at the rim. And obviously you don't want to just do this from one area of the court. You can do this popping out to the corner with an L cut, a V cut, whatever you may want to do. I hope that this drill helps you, your players, and your team win more games. It's very important to be able to move off ball because then you're able to get yourself open. You're able to read what the defender is doing, and you can really use that against them so that you can get yourself open. We shouldn't be relying on other teammates to score or to try and attack the basket to draw your defender in so that you can get that set 3. We need to be moving ourselves to get ourselves open so that we can score. If you want to be a selfish player, you don't want to be just going ISO one-on-one. You want to be moving off ball like Steph Curry so that you can get yourself 40 points a game. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're a basketball coach, make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out basketball offense down in the description below. And I'll see you guys again next time.